It's TP in the place to be, man. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We're finna go ahead and get into it. Today we talking about FBG Butta. Butta was recently arrested. Pretty much because the officer said he was driving erratic at 5 in the morning. After the cop tried to pull him over, Butta tried to pull off, do a little dipping. Didn't seem like he was getting that far. Out of nowhere, Butta just run straight into a wall. In my opinion, FBG Butta has been doing pretty good work online when it comes down to being able to get interviews, kind of go back and forth to places if he wants to, go back and forth to No Jumper, go back and forth to Say Cheese. Even DJU at some point he could go back and forth. So, it's one of them things where it's like, he might need to check his actions. And some of them videos when he over there off the pills and the perks, he might need to be paying attention to what he does outside of that, because I understand right now it might be a situation where if he gets released, he could just go out and interview and talk about what happened, and it might be one of those things where it's just one of those funny headlines for him. But a lot of this behavior is not going to necessarily like up him or boost his where his platform could be. I might be looking into it deeply, because Butta ain't really doing nothing other than probably just giving his personality online and just telling stories here and there. But besides that, if you really want to stay relevant, you're going to have to diversify what you're doing. You can't just keep doing this and that, because it's not going to necessarily do him any well. But on top of that, J-Mane gave his take on the situation. Pretty much just saying he kind of had to separate himself from a lot of the folks that he was with, pretty much, I guess, on the FBG FYB side. So he took the FYB out of his name and he separated himself from FYB and pretty much kind of what's going on outside of him pushing the peace. So I think that's a big step for J-Mane. It might be one of them points in his life where it marks a new chapter in his life. That's very important to have. But it's smart in some cases to separate yourself, because you might need, when you're making more money or you have a bigger audience, you can't have people who are going to drag you down or necessarily make bad news for your camp. On top of that, FYB J-Mane was arguing with some of the people in FYB and on his side, on their side, pretty much over the fact that FYB J-Mane was kind of getting a big head and saying, I'm the biggest person in FBG. I'm the biggest person on our side. I put everybody on. I gave everybody an opportunity. So that might be some of the stuff going behind the scenes, and that might explain why he took the FYB off his name. But all I know is Butta got arrested for hitting the wall. They say he threw some stuff out the window. I couldn't see it, so I can't say nothing. But that I guess J-Mane felt like it was gonna fall back on him. So he, giving his take on it, he's pretty much saying, hey, let me go ahead and separate myself, because if I align myself with you more, or we're together, something that you do could fall back on both of us, which is very, very, very possible. So that's a smart move for J-Mane. That's a sign of maturity. I'm not sure if FYB was just a little clique of some people who thought they was fly. I don't know if it's a gang. I don't know what it is. So for him to separate himself from that means that he's on to bigger and better. He's trying to at least stand on his own to make his own purpose come true. So that's just my take on the situation, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Do y'all feel like this one of them things that's just gonna go kind of in the news, it's gonna go in and out like Butta? He'll be able to just go on to Say Cheese, let's say, and just interview about this one or just talk about this one? Or do y'all feel like, it's kind of one of them downhill situations? I just want to get y'all's take. It's TP in the place to be, man. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 1K subs. And I'm going to get at y'all on the next one. Y'all stay out the way. And until next time.